Hello, guys, Mike here, and today I'm going to talk about heists and, races and other jobs becoming less popular as Freeroam becomes more popular with these new updates. So this is sort of a response to a video made by iTwisterr. If you want to go check out his channel, then there will be a link in the description, as well as to the video that I'm going to be referencing in this video. So if you want to go check that out, there will be a link in the description, but pretty much in his video, he says that, heists and races and, other jobs like that are becoming less relevant in GTA Online because of the new updates that we're getting to, like the VIP, the Freemode event, stuff like that. And how they're also adding, like, adversary modes. They're sort of going and, just not being played as often. And I want to be talking about that, putting out my thoughts, and also getting your thoughts on this as well, on this topic, to all of you guys. He says, first off, that, these recent updates, like the Executives and Our Criminals update, like the Freemode Events update, have sort of been taken over GTA Online in the Freeroam, and they've sort of been making Freeroam better, for the most part. Sure, in the Freemode events, we got, like, adversary modes and stuff like that, but for the most part, the main draw of that was the Freemode events. And, personally, I feel like that's kind of a good thing, because I feel Freemode was kind of bland overall. It was sort of like, you had a few ways to make money, you had a few things to do, but they weren't really that great. I mean, you could do Simeon missions, or, deliver him vehicles, then you could rob stores, and that was about it, pretty much. And then you could, interact with other players, which even then, that was kind of shallow as well. So there wasn't much to do, in Freeroam. That's why after the first, say, year, whenever Next Gen came out, I was mainly just doing jobs. That was what I was doing in GTA 9. I wasn't playing much Freeroam. Over time, after these recent updates, after the Executives Other Criminals update, I have been playing a little bit more, Freeroam, and I kind of like it, because I went, this, pretty much a year just doing jobs, little to no, Freeroam. Doing death matches, doing captures, doing races, doing heists even. And I feel like one reason why people would play jobs, or at least one reason why I'd play jobs instead of Freemode, is that it was easier to make money and there was more of a straightforward objective, because, like, let's say you're doing a race. What's your objective? To win. Let's say you're doing a deathmatch. What's your objective to actually, kill the enemies and get as many kills as possible? If you're doing a parachuting, what's the objective? That, that was sort of there. And also, you would be making money. If you did a playlist, you would be making such easy money. Same with heists. There's a straightforward objective. You have better teamwork. You have teamwork there. You have this sort of objective, and you're also going to be making a lot more money. Now, as for Freemode, there wasn't really any ways to make money. Like I said, you could sell cars, but that, you had to wait like 48 minutes in between that. You could rob stores, but even then that wouldn't give you that much money. You had, some of the random events, like the armored trucks spawning and stuff like that. But overall, there wasn't that much ways to make money in Freeroam. Then whenever the Freemode events update comes out, and recently the VIP stuff, it sort of adds sort of these jobs into Freemode, but at the same time is sort of, it's still Freemode, right? It's kind of a mix between, what you'd see with missions and also putting them in Freeroam with, 30 players and stuff like that. And I do like that. It gets more of this objective in GTA Online because you can, make your own organization, do some jobs, do some executive search, which is probably my favorite one of all of the jobs because it's just so entertaining. Just to, have people come after you and while you're off the radar and stuff like that. But I feel like, a lot of these Freemode events and, a lot of these sort of VIP stuff makes the game so much more entertaining in Freeroam. Because, so you could be doing, like, Penned In, or what's that, that one capture where you have to hold the bag. I'm not sure the actual name of it, but that one where you have to hold the bag for the longest time. You could be doing that. Then, in between, whenever, you have to wait, like, that 12 minutes before the next Freemode event, you can be going and doing another, like, you could be doing a executive search, which takes, like, 10 minutes. Then once that's done, you're essentially going to get, another Freemode event, which could be, like, Hunt the Beast or something. Then, after Hunt the Beast is done, you could be doing another VIP stuff. It's a lot of fun how that works. But I feel like one problem with Freemode events is that not every Freemode event is on, like, the same level. So like you have stuff like pinned in, or like the one where you have to hold the bag, or stuff like the hunt the beast or whatever. You have all those jobs. Then you have like get as many sniper kills on other players, or get as many drive-by kills on other players, or you open your parachute closest to the ground, stuff like that. I feel like that kind of, it's kind of a roll of the dice whether you're gonna get a good free mode event or something that's kind of lackluster. That's one reason why a lot of people do play free mode. Now, I feel like one reason why not many people do jobs anymore is that it takes too long, and I feel like this is one reason why I just don't even play that many jobs anymore. Like, I do, but, not as often. I mostly just do playlists now, because it just takes so long to find people in jobs. You're going to be waiting there for a long time in the lobby screen. I'm waiting for people to join, and while people are joining, people are going to be leaving. They're going to be, joining again, and it's hard to get friends in, stuff like that. And then once the actual job starts, a lot of people are just going to disconnect anyways. So that's one reason why I haven't been doing that kind of stuff. And same with heists. Heists, you do spend a lot of time, even with friends. Even if you have like a full, set of people to play, it still takes a lot of time in the lobbies. And, also playing heist with randoms is just one of the worst ideas ever. Because, one person leaves, you have to restart, one person dies, you have to restart, stuff like that. That's very, very frustrating. And I feel like one reason why not many people do heist anymore as well is they are good money. There's other ways to make money. And also that heist they're kind of repetitive now, because they've been out for like a year now. I've done every heist multiple times. I've done, pretty much every role. And there's just not much left to do with the heist. So I feel like that's one reason why not many people do heist anymore. And same with jobs, it just takes a long time. And, stuff like races, stuff like death matches, stuff like that, those have been out for a long time. Now, at least these adversary modes that Rockstar's added are sort of new. You have Rhino Hunt, you have Beast vs. Slasher, you have Slasher, you have, Cross the Line, Extraction, all these game modes. I think there's like a total of 17 or something game modes that they've added since the heist update in these adversary modes. And while yes, they don't have as much sort of customization as death matches, because like if you look at any death matches, there's tons and tons of jobs there. If you look at how many races have been created for GTA Online, there's tons. There's a lot of different races, good races that is, and good death matches, good captures, good LTSs, stuff like that. And whenever you look at these adversary modes, which have 4, 5, 6 different jobs, different maps, that's about it. Some even only have 3. So you have to consider that. But even then, I feel like free mode is sort of king, actually. I have been playing it much more, and there's one reason why I didn't play it in the first place was because just for gameplay purposes, because I'd rather put an actual job in the background for my gameplay rather than me just driving around in circles in free mode all day. That's just not really entertaining. So I actually put death matches, races, stuff like that in as gameplay. But free mode kind of has that now. You do have executive deathmatch. You do have the executive search, which can be amazing at times. You have these free mode events, stuff like that. And I feel like that makes free mode a lot more interesting. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Do you agree with iTwisterr? Do you agree with me? What are your thoughts? Have you been playing jobs? Do you still play GTA Online jobs, or have you been going more in the free mode events? The free mode VIP stuff and stuff like that. Let me know that in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video.